Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to another video. In this video, some pretty interesting things are happening when it comes to new Nintendo Directs, and not the Nintendo Direct that's supposed to show off the Nintendo Switch 2. No, a full Nintendo Direct that's supposedly happening very soon before April 2nd. We also do have some small updates on Hollow Knight Silk Song over on Steam, which is good news for other platforms as well. If you guys end up enjoying this video, make sure you guys leave a like and of course subscribe for the latest Nintendo Switch and also when the Nintendo Switch 2 drops and all the news that's going to come with that. So the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is coming very soon, and one thing that was happening leading up to the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct are other Nintendo Directs that usually do end up happening. Now, we usually did get a February Nintendo Direct, but obviously Nintendo decided not to do one because of the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. Before that, there were multiple rumors of Nintendo Directs as well, and it just kept happening over and over again, and they ended up not being real. So the stuff that we're going to be talking about in a second, just keep in mind that the past ones ended up being fake, so this could very well end up being fake too. So over on Nintendo Life, they have an article that states this: rumor, a Switch 1 Direct presentation may take place this week. Which, by the way, let me know if you guys think this is true after hearing all the information. But anyways, this is what the article says. Rumors have begun to swirl that suggest that a Nintendo Direct may take place this week, specifically on Wednesday 26th March. With the big Switch 2 Direct scheduled to take place on April 2nd, many had assumed that Nintendo would opt out of any other major events in the immediate lead up. However, a few posts online have got people in a bit of a fluster, and the assumption at this point is that Nintendo will drop a partner direct or an indie world showcase just 1 week before the Nintendo Switch 2 blowout. Now, I think that's the one thing that's really important here. It's not going to be a full-blown Nintendo Direct, at least I don't think it is. No one really knows which one it's going to be, but I mean, why would you do a full-blown Nintendo Direct right before the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct and not save the games for that one? Personally, I don't think that would make any sense, at least from my perspective. Maybe you guys have some other kind of opinion, but anyways, continuing with the article. Collated by the handy Reddit post, the first hint comes via a Chinese forum poster who reportedly previously leaked nearly the entirety of the June Nintendo Direct in 2024. After translation, the user had effectively stated, "We'll see at least one Nintendo Switch Direct meeting in 3 days," which at the time of the posting lines up with this Wednesday. So that's one thing that's pretty interesting about this so far, is that there's multiple people saying the same thing. Now again, that's happened in the past. People have said, yeah, this is happening, and nothing happens. It's happened with game leaks like the Zelda games. Remember, multiple insiders were saying that was going to happen. That never happened. It's happened with Nintendo Directs. So keep in mind, again, that this could end up being fake because this has happened in the past. But anyways, continuing. Next, Family Board user NinSpider posted in the Nintendo Direct general discussion page to state, "I walked by Furukawa's office this morning and heard him say Nintendo will die before Switch 2 die. Anyone knows what that means?" Now, personally, I've never heard of someone named NinSpider, but I'm assuming they work at Nintendo since people are taking this seriously. I'm sure it's not the person who just says, yo, my uncle works at Nintendo or something. I'm assuming this person actually does work at Nintendo, and if this does end up being true, he could very well be lying on that as well. I would assume that doesn't really have to do with Nintendo Directs. I would assume if someone said that who works at Nintendo, especially if it's Furukawa, which is a little iffy to me, but anyways, let's take it with a grain of salt. That almost sounds like they're saying that they're going to be going with the Switch model going forward till the end of Nintendo. I mean, that doesn't have to do with Nintendo Directs. That implicates something much bigger than, I would say, a Nintendo Direct before April 2nd, which I think that would be an interesting conversation. What is the future of Nintendo? Because some people kind of feel that if they were to go off of the portable console, then it would kind of feel like a downgrade, which I kind of agree with that. But anyways, continuing with the article. Now, on its own, this means absolutely bugger all, but another user responded to ask whether he's alluding to Nintendai, a shortened version of Nintendo Direct used in Japan. So essentially, NinSpider is saying that another Direct will take place before the Switch 2 Direct. This then followed up by a simple winking emoji from NinSpider to add further fuel to the fire. Now, you would think someone would actually lose their job over this if they do end up leaking a Nintendo Direct before April 2nd, especially since it seems that they know they work at Nintendo. You could easily guess who that is? I'm sure there's very few people who are that close to Furukawa who can actually overhear what he's saying, you know what I mean? So I feel like this person would probably be easily spotted, which again, it's still very, very iffy and really, really suspicious to me personally. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Do you think that's really suspicious? Do you think it's fake? Because I'm leaning heavily towards the fake side. But they have more information on other people coming out about this Nintendo Direct that's supposed to happen. This is what the rest of the article says. Finally, after Blue Sky user Stealth posted a statement saying that Nintendo made the right move in avoiding any further Direct presentations before the big Switch 2 showcase, VGC editor Andy Robinson quoted this with a simple thinking emoji. This has prompted several responses from users who believe Robinson may know something about a potential Nintendo Direct. It's curious that multiple sources have cropped up that seemingly hint towards the same thing, but we'd nevertheless recommend taking with the usual pinch of salt. We're personally skeptical that Nintendo would drop a Nintendo Direct so close to its Switch 2 showcase, but if the Partner Direct and Partner Direct or Indie Nintendo Direct, then we also can't rule that out entirely. And that's kind of like what I'm thinking. Like, it's a little weird that they would drop a Nintendo Direct right before the April Nintendo Direct. I mean, it's so close. It's the 24th. It's on the 2nd. That's less than a week and a half away. If I was Nintendo, if I had anything to show, well, I guess you wouldn't say that. What I was gonna say was, if I was Nintendo, I would just put that stuff in the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, but I mean, they did skip the usual February Nintendo Direct, which usually sets up the next 6 months, which means there's pretty prominent games within that February Nintendo Direct, and if they're saving that for the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, you would want to focus on those games and the Switch 2 hardware, right? So maybe they're just doing the leftover games. No offense to the games, I'm just saying leftover games as in games that can't fit within that Switch 2 Direct, and maybe they're gonna do a Partner Direct with indie games and third-party games and stuff. I don't know. That's pretty interesting to me. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Do you think because multiple insiders are coming out and saying that there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct on Wednesday the 26th, so in 2 more days this month, that it is gonna happen? Or are you the same as me, as some of this stuff is kind of like, I don't know about that? And moving on to the next bit of news. So this is for Hollow Knight Silk Song. So it's just a small update on Hollow Knight Silk Song, which that April Nintendo Direct coming up and this rumored Nintendo Direct, the timing is a little suspicious. So over on Twitter, Wario64 had this to say on some new findings. Hollow Knight Silk Song Steam listing updated to include GeoForce Now and an updated copyright year. Now, this alone is pretty small, but the fact that they were waiting so long for this game, and last we heard everything's going fine with the game, nothing's wrong with the game, they're not having any development trouble as far as we know, I would think that maybe they're waiting for the Nintendo Switch 2 to come out. Maybe it is going to be for the Nintendo Switch 2, or maybe they have some kind of deal with Nintendo. That I doubt. I mean, it's going to be for multiple platforms, but maybe doing it closer to the Nintendo Switch 2 release date. Maybe they're waiting for that. I don't know. It's kind of weird that it's taking so long for this. I feel like this game was announced a long time ago, but maybe this is a little bit of hope for people who are hoping for this game to come out soon, or at least have like some kind of release date, you know? And it might be. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below, or do you think this is just kind of nothing? Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.